Welcome everybody back at the front office report. I apologize for my accent. I don't know what happened there, but
That was an
we are here.
interesting one.
We are here with beautiful Dan and Seb. How are you guys doing? It's Sunday night, Sunday football.
Well,
Let's
it's
It
go,
is
good. It's
boys.
Sunday.
also Sunday night football. It's good game Sunday night football. Steelers versus
Yeah,
Seahawks. So yeah, it'll
yeah,
be it'll be fun. But yeah, I'm happy that it's Sunday. Happy to throw some money away on NFL and gambling. You know, the classic
yes,
Sunday
sir.
where I go down about $100 a week. So
Seems about right.
yeah,
Seems about the norm nowadays.
yeah,
Well, everyone, we're doing our regular, against the spread picks. We have roughly an hour to go through them, so we'll jump right on it. We're gonna go with the ones that I have here for Bet365. All right, so if you guys are cool with that, I'm just gonna
yes,
be telling you guys what we have.
yeah.
You
We'll
tell me.
start with one of the bangers. The Chargers 4-1 against the Ravens 4-1. I got the Chargers here +3, Ravens -3. Let's start with Sebo. What do you think?
Uh, so in my, I saw I was doing our picks obviously for our little keeping track of picks and stuff for the games, and I think both of whoever had picked before me had picked the Chargers, and I picked the Ravens actually. Um, so I think I would stick with Ravens. I feel as a Lamar coming off this last game. Big game coming into it hot. I think he's going to surprise some people. I think there's been a big like Chargers, like a lot of people now sort of behind the Chargers, and I think it's going to surprise a few people. So I go
Mm,
Ravens.
nice.
Ravens -3. All right, Dan, what do you think?
I feel weird about this spread because in my head it should be the Chargers who are the favorites, not the Ravens. I
Yeah,
find this very odd that I mean the Ravens have been so lucky in so many games. Um and I don't really believe I trust Justin Herbert a lot more than Lamar Jackson in these
Which
tight
is funny.
games.
Which is funny considering Herbert's only the second year player,
Yeah, yeah. I'm
whereas
not
Lamar
saying
was.
Lamar's not good. I'm just saying if I had to trust someone to throw the ball accurately, I put it in Justin Herbert's hands rather than Lamar. I think Lamar is amazing, but also the weapons that the Chargers have are just a lot better. So much better, especially in the running game. I mean, Latavius Murray or Austin Eckler, which one are you gonna have?
So
Or Mike Williams versus Hollywood Brown, who drops the ball all the time. Like I just feel like this is a weird spread to have. I'm definitely going Chargers on this one. Personally, I picked actually. I put an alternative spread for my own pick. It was +5, I think, on the Chargers, just to keep away from that field goal. But yeah, it was +3. You said, right?
yeah,
yeah,
+3.
Yeah, +3. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely taking the +3.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think it's also Chargers +3, and it's literally the same mentality. It's like for me, it's like there should be the favorites here. So I feel like the +3 is actually a bit of a steal if I go with that mentality. I mean, I'll take the Chargers winning money line anyway, so might
I
as well
was
give
gonna
myself a bit
pick
of a
that as
cushion
well,
with
but it
three.
just you always take the +3 if you think the Chargers are
mm,
gonna win. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna take the
that's the
+3
thing.
because it's free.
No, that's what I meant. Like I would have done the money line, and then I was like, well, this is
Yeah,
kind of like a nice little gift. So
yeah,
let's go with it. Mike Williams just got confirmed that he's playing, so that's
yeah.
that's always nice. Dolphins just scored. But
Oh, you're obviously slightly ahead of me. They're still on like the five for me. Yeah, no. And when I say kind of surprise some
what?
people, I know odds wise this is suggesting that the Ravens are the favorites. I sort of agree that I think the Chargers should be the favorites. So in that sense, I think it's going to be a surprise. But
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know why the numbers are suggesting the Ravens are favorite.
yeah. I think
I
Yeah,
think it is just from that win the other day. They're just getting mad hype.
yeah, I think yeah. It's just weird though because I feel as though bookies don't buy into like the hype as much. It's very calculated. Smartest people in the gambling world are looking at this, and I just can't for the life of me think like why they're
What are they
favorites.
seeing that we
Yeah,
don't?
and this is why I feel as though this is like a trap game. Like it's telling us like you should take the Ravens because they're the favorites here. Like surely the Chargers are one of the best in the league, but we're gonna take the Ravens. So I don't know. I don't know what they're seeing that I'm not seeing. But after that
I
It's
crazy
guess
game
just
something.
last
because
week, I gotta
home advantage probably. I guess that's
maybe. But
what they're looking into. But
didn't weren't the Chargers playing in Cleveland last week and they managed to score 48 points or whatever it
Yeah,
was,
yeah,
40
true, yeah.
something crazy. Yeah, let's see what happens, I guess. But yeah, I feel weird. I would feel weird taking Ravens -3. That's
yeah, same.
feels
All
very
right, well
close.
let's lock it in. 2 for
Can
1
I
here.
just
So
just a real quick aside just on this Dolphins game as well? Mike Gesicki's gone for 110 yards. What the hell? Oh my God.
Tua's back. I mean,
God.
that's Gesicki should have been a hard pickup because his numbers go up whenever Tua is in. I
Mm.
know I'm not saying anything good about or bad about Tua, Dan. Chill. But I Gesicki does, take
He does
advantage of
play
that. So,
better. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
all
I'm
right,
sure there was
let's.
someone. I'm sure there was someone in our league that picked him up late and started him. I'm hoping
I
it's
have
just not against me.
top tight ends anyway, so I'm good. All right, let's move on to my game of the week. In Chicago, Packers versus Chicago Bears. Packers minus 5.5, Bears plus 5.5. If you're talking about a trap game, I'd say this is one
Yeah.
for me at least.
Yeah.
Packers have kept a really close game, and with I guess I'll just take over and start.
You go ahead, man.
And
You go
with
ahead.
Crosby kicking like you know, not kicking, I guess
Hit and
it's a little
miss.
tough. But in Chicago, I feel like I still think Packers should take this game. I just feel like it's gonna be closer than what I would think. Um, so
Yeah.
I'm
What does
gonna
that mean?
have
You're
to
actually going to go with?
go. I think I'm gonna go with a plus 5.5 with the Bears. I think the defense is gonna keep it close, and I think Justin Fields is gonna have enough time with the ball to do something with it. So I'll stay safe. In Chicago, I'll stay safe with the plus 5.5. Dan, what do you think?
I agree. I feel like you're correct with the analysis that you can't really the Green Bay Packers can't hit a field goal to save their life, honestly, at this point in time. But on the other hand, money line, I think you would definitely take the Green Bay Packers, but I also just believe that this game's gonna be a lot closer than we all think it probably will be or should be. I mean, Justin Fields is a rookie. Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. All the offensive weapons go in favor of Green Bay, but defensively, it goes all in favor of Chicago. Like you said, I think this is probably going to be a very grindy game.
Could be quite an interesting game, actually.
Yeah, but again, Bears 5.5. I think it's going to be a close game, maybe a 3-point game. So I would take Bears 5.5.
Yeah, I think I'd agree. If you look at Green Bay's last few results, obviously they beat Bengals by a field goal. A couple of games ago, they beat San Fran by 2. Okay, in between that, they beat the Lions, but that's the Lions quite comprehensively. I mean, yeah. And obviously they beat the Steelers, but yeah, I could see it being quite close. So I agree with you, boys. I agree. Even with Matt
Cool.
Nagy doing some weird stuff for the Bears, probably as usual. But apart from that, yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
or
The
this
Bears.
could be a trap game where we think, oh, the Bears are suddenly back and they're gonna be amazing because they had that like two half decent games in a row now, and it's like, oh, they're playing the Green Bay Packers and they might get destroyed.
And they get absolutely
Who
murked, yeah.
knows? Yeah, who knows?
I just feel the Bears are a really weird team. Like,
Oh,
yeah, again, like we said, defense is hella nice. And they have got some offensive weapons. Like, Allen Robinson consistently has been a top 15 wide receiver. Darnell Mooney is no slouch. Yeah, it just hasn't really panned out for them just yet this season.
Yeah.
Also, what's happened to the NFC North and not being able to kick field goals?
I feel like it's just the whole NFL.
Actually, the whole NFL
yeah.
recently has just not been able to.
Did you see that on the broadcast today that the Jags today scored their first ever field goal this season?
That was their first field goal.
This is week 6.
Whole
and they
season?
scored their
No
first field goal.
way.
Yeah, I was amazed as well. I was like, "What the heck?"
So they've either punted or they've scored touchdowns and that's it.
Yeah, or they've just gone for it on
Wow.
4th down. But that's
Or
what they
they've gone
did.
for it,
That's
yeah.
what they. I mean, you just saw just now. Urban Meyer put 4th and 1, and they didn't get it.
That's wild.
So he thinks he's still in college, where like in college nobody punts, everyone goes for it on 4th down. NFL seems quite a bit different. Why
not? Just do it. Just do it.
Definitely more entertaining than punting. Punting sucks to watch. Going on 4th down is really fun. So fair enough.
Why not?
Yeah. All right, next one.
All right, we'll keep it going. We have the Chiefs, not 2-3 against the Washington football team. Chiefs. Let's start with Sebo. What do you think? What's going on here with this Chiefs team?
What is the
It's
spread?
sorry, it's minus 6.5 and Washington plus 6.5.
I have a feeling that the Chiefs are gonna come out and just absolutely obliterate them. Like I really feel that they're going to be pissed off after the last game. So I might actually take the plus 6. It was plus 6 on Washington, yeah.
6.5, yeah.
I think I would go plus 6.5 on Washington. I just feel big Pat Mahomes coming. Big game for him.
Wait, so you mean the opposite?
Minus 6.5.
Sorry, yeah, minus 6.5. Sorry, yeah. Now it's my brain that's not working. Yes, minus 6.5. Minus 6.5 on the Chiefs. My bad. Yeah.
I would probably agree with that as well. I feel as though the Chiefs are one of those teams where if they get their ass handed to them, they come out and explode the next game. And I think this is going to be one of those explosions. So
yeah.
Well, they've got their butt handed to it back to back, so
yeah, that's true. That's true. They really do need a win. Like if they don't win today, then they may as well call the season.
Yeah, true. No, I agree. I think the spread being 6.5, it's friendly enough. It's just a touchdown away. So
only one touchdown. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll keep it simple. Chiefs,
yeah.
6.5.
Yeah.
Simple. I'll start with you on this one.
Vikings is where you go next.
Vikings against Carolina Panthers in Carolina. Vikings have a minus 2.5. What do you think?
I honestly, I don't know. I'm really again not confident. Huh?
It's a field goal away.
It is a field goal, which is the problem, as we just discussed. Obviously, no McCaffrey for Carolina is great. But on the other hand, I did see someone on Vikings Twitter saying our run defense has been abysmal, and now Chuba Hubbard is just going to sort of be trucking the ball left, right, and center, which might not be very good. I genuinely think this is going to be a coin flip. I think either one could take it. So I'll be brave. I'll go with my Vikings. I'll stick with them.
Yeah,
I think I could see us taking it.
I'll agree with that. Dalvin Cook is back, so I think it's nothing.
Is he playing?
Against Madison? Yeah, he's playing. Nothing wrong against.
But is he
Madison.
playing? Because he was supposed to be playing last week, and
I mean, he was.
Does it matter if you have Madison?
True, actually, yeah, he's been hella good, so good.
I just need Dalvin Cook in there just for the morale, I guess, and to keep Kirk on his feet. Justin Jefferson is in. Adam Thielen, I think, is gonna have a big game. I think the Vikings take this game by a lot, and just stick to the stat that the Panthers can't win without CMC. So that's good on your side. So I think that the spread is very generous here with just being a field goal. So I'll stick with
that's quite nice actually for bettors anyway. Yeah.
What do you think, Dan? Agree, disagree?
Yeah, I agree. I think the Vikings are going to win pretty handily in this game. The Panthers
you guys are more confident than me. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but the Panthers can't win at the moment. They started really hot, and now it's kind of falling apart a little bit for them.
True.
No Christian McCaffrey is just the biggest loss ever. I mean, imagine Titans without Henry. Imagine the Vikings without Cook or Mattison. It's just one of those huge pieces that you need for the passing and running game. He's not just a runner. He's very much a huge pass catcher. It's a massive miss. You can't overlook it. Vikings have to win this game to stay in the race in their division, I think. Because
if we lose this one, this could be season potential already.
It really is, because especially if the Packers win, because the gap is just going to only grow if they don't win, obviously. So yeah, must-win game for the Vikings, and since it's only minus 2.5, right? I think it's a field goal. It's a classic field goal for the Vikings, so I think that's a pretty easy one to take.
Dope. Speaking of keeping or extending the leads and keeping it short in the NFC North, Lions, will they get their first win in Detroit against the Bengals? I think this is the upset of the week. I think the win is coming for the Lions. It's been so close, and I think what better way to do it than at home after all these games that they've had. And the spread is a bit generous. It's 3.5. Not even if the Bengals win by field goal, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Lions here. I think the Lions. I'm not gonna be like Omar and say that the Lions have been playing well and then they're a great team and underrated. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But I think the morale is there, the tenacity is there, the will to win is there, and you know, Bengals don't really outscore their opponents that much. Their defense is quite good. So I don't know. I think the Lions can. I do think the Lions even take the win. So with the Lions, that I'll take the 3 + 3.5 on the Detroit Lions. Dan, what do you think?
I think this is a trap game too, but in the reverse. I think the spread's probably a bit too small. I don't think that I just don't believe in Detroit at all. Defensively, offensively, it's still Jared Goff at the helm. I think Cincinnati Bengals have beaten far, far better teams than the Detroit Lions, and if they want anything out of their season, they got to beat teams like the Detroit Lions, especially divisional games like this. I think it'd be a mess for them to lose this game. I'm gonna still take Cincinnati +3.5. That might be me because I've taken the
Minus
money line as well. So -3.5. Sorry, my bad. But yeah, I don't see it. I've seen a lot of people though take Lions -3.5, but
we were talking that before the game,
it's like
before the stream, weren't we?
they might keep it close, but they're just not a team who can finish or finish out. And I think the Cincinnati Bengals are a team that can finish. They're strong in every facet, defensively, offensively, young, hungry team, and the Detroit Lions are losing every game. Their morale must be rock bottom. It seems like they can't buy a win to save their lives.
They've got coach crying in the press conference.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. No, I agree with you. I'd take the Bengals as well. I think this could very well this has the potential to be a game of egg on face for the Bengals, and it could be where sort of this young team shows it's a young team and they have a bit of a banana skin. But I trust in them. They have better weapons than the Lions. They have a better quarterback than the Lions. So I agree with that. I go Bengals.
All right, Bengals 3.5.
Nice.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's move on to New York, where we got the Rams visiting
New
the New York
York.
The
Giants.
spread is wild, bro.
Spread is more than a touchdown. It's -7.5 on the Rams. It's a tough one though. I just wanted to say the Rams defense is not the Rams defense that we've been expecting from. So their rush defense is not that, ideal. I think Devin Booker is gonna have a Devontae Booker is gonna have a good game. Having said that though, I do think the Rams have been kind of like meh the last few weeks, so I think they will come back swinging. Stafford is gonna come out pushing with Cooper Kupp, hopefully. And I do think they beat the spread. I think this is gonna be a big win. Plus points, plus 20 points even. So I'll just take the Rams -7.5. Stebo, I saw your. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a big. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the Rams are going to win. So I agree with you in that sense. Whether it will be that big of a victory, I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm still also thinking about what position do you think Devin Booker would play if he was in the NFL?
Wide receiver is tall.
That's true, actually. Yeah, that's true. Just again on a slight NFL NBA crossover, I think I sent that post to you guys of Jalen Green for the Rockets. Someone's
Really?
zipped a pass over to me. Fucking got up so high, like oh my word!
Crazy.
OBJ'd it right out there. Yeah, give me Rams. Give me Rams.
Rams -7.5. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. The Giants are missing a lot of key players. I know they got a couple of wide receivers back, but it doesn't matter because Saquon Barkley's not there. Daniel Jones is. I mean, who knows what he's gonna play like today because he got absolutely mashed last game. He's been questionable. Even if everyone played, they've all been questionable all week, so they're all nursing injuries. So they can't be all healthy. Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp is just gonna shred that defense, I think, and so is Darrell Henderson. So, yeah, I think you have to go -7.5. I think if it's that close a game, that perhaps the Rams aren't as good as we thought they were. This should be really a blowout game. I'd see them taking it away by double digits at least.
Cool. Rams minus 7.5. Then it is.
I mean, I'll take a big double-digit win for Robert Woods in my fantasy. That'd be absolutely fine.
All right, we got the last of the 1 p.m. games. I hate this so much. Texans versus Colts in Indianapolis. Houston Texans have a plus 11 spread.
Oof,
Dan,
that's
we'll let
big.
you start. We've been here before. We were
Yeah, we
here
have.
with the Texans,
the
and we were
Bills.
like, "Oh, plus 17 is too much to cover,"
Yeah.
and they go and lose by 40 points.
But the Bills are very
So-
much a different team than the Colts. So
Yeah,
there's
that's-
that.
This is putting a lot of props on
On
the Colts.
Yeah, I think so too. Considering that the Texans held the Patriots and were winning throughout most of the game, only to lose in like the final minutes by 3, and I don't really consider the Patriots to be that much worse than the Colts. Remember, this is Carson Wentz that we're talking about here. They do have a good defense. Personally, I picked up a good alternative bet. I think it was plus 20.5 for the Texans at 1.4. So that was pretty good. But this is just a matter of whether the Texans can score or not. And I believe they can. I am going to be taking Texans plus 11 on this one.
Yeah, I think I agree with that one. That's a huge line, and I'm not entirely convinced by the Colts. What's the odds on that then? Like, what are you getting what are the odds? What are you getting for that? Like, what odds are you getting?
I mean, for the spread,
1.91.
it's all the same. Yeah. It's kind of like the equal kind of like spread. But the
Right,
money
okay,
line
yeah,
for
just-
the Houston Texans to win is
4 and
5.
Yeah, it's 5. 5 to
5.
Yeah. I don't think the Texans will win, but also Davis Mills had a monster game against the Patriots, which are supposed to be like the most well-drilled team by Bill Belichick. He absolutely shredded them. Didn't throw an interception either. Threw a couple touchdowns. Running game was very efficient. Passing game was good. They have also the Texans have new good wide receivers apparently that are coming off the practice squad who are going for 120 yards per game, which is kind of insane. So these are unknown guys, and it's not like you know who you're coming up against. If you're coming up against a big star, you know you've got so much material on them. These are unknown dudes. You don't know what the Texans are going to play. I think that kind of like plays in their advantage. I don't think they'll win. I'd be shocked if they win, but I think they keep it a respectable score. Or I hope so, at least.
I agree.
Do you start Brandon Cooks here?
I'm not sure because the last couple of weeks he's just been off.
Atrocious.
Really off. And I think it's just because the Texans, at the beginning of the season, the Texans knew he was the only one they could trust. And now that they've got new rookies off of the practice squad and getting the running game going, and Davis Mills is now the quarterback, everything has changed since the beginning of the season for the Texans. So I don't know if I start Brandon Cooks, man. I'm just not sure. I would wait until he can have a decent game before putting him back in the lineup.
Same.
If you've got, I mean, I'd like to think Brandon Cooks is not someone you're relying on in fantasy. If you are, then
I mean, you were initially. I was initially.
He was getting like 15 plus points a game. He was balling.
With Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
So I mean, as soon as Tyrod Taylor is back, I'm putting him back in the lineup. But right now, I'm starting Jacoby Myers over him.
Yeah.
Or I was thinking either Alex Collins. But against the Steelers, I'm not
against the
too fond
Steelers.
of that.
No.
So
no.
I'm okay starting Jacoby Myers or even Sterling Shepard. But against the Rams again, I don't know. All right, let's move on to the 4 p.m. games. We got the Cardinals visiting the Cleveland Browns.
Big game.
Big game.
Browns are favorite with -3. I don't know.
Wait, are we stuck on Texans here? Is everyone okay
Yeah.
with Texans?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if we were all gonna go for that. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. I thought I was gonna be the only crazy person here.
Nope. No. I mean, they can't suck that bad. That's essentially my thought. Oh, they can. All right, Cardinals +3, Cleveland Browns -3. Seb, what do you think?
So again, in our selections, I went with Cardinals. So I think I have to stick with them getting, because they were the +3, weren't they? Yeah. So if they're getting points as well, I think I stick Cardinals. I think this was briefly before stream we were talking about sort of the strength of their opponents that they faced on the way to this 5-0 record, and now they are coming up against one of the top teams in the NFL. Can they really keep it going? I have faith. I have faith in the Cardinals. They added another weapon in Zach Ertz. I
He's
can
not
see
gonna
them
play,
winning
though.
by a touchdown. He's not playing.
No, he's
No,
not
no, no.
allowed to play.
That'd be
Oh, wait, he
that'd be
played. He
double
played the other
fantasy
day,
points.
didn't he? Yeah, yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
Which is why I think
Well.
it's weird that he played. That is so risky by the Eagles. If he got injured in that game, the trade
Yeah.
would have been cancelled.
Yeah.
So
Unless
was the
unless
trade
they
before?
literally.
That were what?
Did you think the trade was done before?
Well, they must have spoke about it. It was like the day after. They didn't. I'm sure they.
I mean,
had
I guess
talked
it's
about
not.
it.
It's not necessarily like Madden where they
True.
just are like.
Well, whether they
Should
knew
we
about it or
just go for that,
not, like
guys?
I don't know. I don't think you can
If
do a
he's-
trade in a day or.
I mean,
12
generally
hours.
he would have probably been like on the block. You would imagine, and he was
I'm sure there
open
were
to
talks about
calls.
him,
But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
But
Alright.
who knows
Alright.
how close it was? Yeah.
So Dan, so Seb, you picked the Cardinals there.
I go Cards. Yeah.
Dan, what do you
Dan.
think?
I'm going Browns. I'm going Browns on this one. This is, I think, the best kind of like defensive line in the NFL right now. Kyler Murray is going to have Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett bearing down on him. I know that they gave up so many points against the Chargers. I know that. That game was just wild from start to finish, and I don't think it'll be the same again. I don't know. The Cardinals have just looked kind of iffy to me. This is their first true test. And I know we do NFL tiers every week, and we've kind of put them third. Is it third that we've put them at the moment?
I mean, they were the
If
third,
they go
yeah.
6-0 and they beat the Browns, I think we have to push them up, and that conversation will come on Thursday. But this is their first true test, and I don't think they're going to pass it. The Browns have to win this game, I think, because if the Steelers do win, the Steelers are back in the mix for that division. If Baltimore win, Baltimore are going to be top of the division. It's a must-win game, whereas the Cardinals, it's not a must-win game because they're 5-0 and they're top of their division. So I think the Browns have to win this game, kind of like to prove to themselves and their fan base and the whole NFL that they're more than just the stinky old Browns of old. So yeah, let's see what the Browns can do on this. But yeah, interesting game for sure.
Yeah, I'll agree with Dan here. I think the weather is not looking pretty for this game from
Very
what I
windy.
was reading yesterday. Yeah, very
20 miles
windy.
per hour. So
Yeah, so what does that affect? The air game, and Arizona kind of relies on that. And if we're gonna go with which team has a better running team, I guess we all can agree that it's the Browns that have the
Yep.
best running team now.
Although no Chubb.
So, no Chubb. That just
But
means
Hunt is
Henry's gonna
better
be-
without Chubb. If
Yeah,
you look
Hunt-
at the stats, his stats go through the roof when Chubb is not. It's kind of like Madison without Cook. They
Yeah,
kind
true.
of just take off. Whereas with the Cardinals, James Conner is nothing special. Chase Edmonds is nothing special. I'd put Kyler Murray
Yeah,
as the best running
definitely.
back in that team, to be quite honest
That's
with
true.
you. So, yeah, Browns win on the,
No, I
on the
agree.
ground.
I agree, and they have Felton, the rookie running back there. He's
Yeah.
gonna step in. So, yeah, I'll take the Browns -3 as well.
James Robinson is dropping just everything here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm slightly behind you. Are you still
You are.
needing receptions for James Robinson, Gabby?
He didn't drop anything.
Oh, I think I'm behind you. So this was on their third and, or it might have been the third and something, but yeah, he just on his own, no one around him, just dropped it.
Oh, no.
I
Well, I
think
think
you're
that's
about 4 plays behind.
Oh, I'm that far behind.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
damn.
are. They went.
Oh,
They
damn.
got to third down and he threw an absolute bomb.
Let's try and get away from that stream then.
Yeah.
he's
Change streams
68
quickly.
yards.
Not that I stream. I would never do that.
You're streaming on the NFL Network. That's
On the
that's all we
official
need.
I think
NFL Network.
I already got what I needed from James Robinson. I just need
Nice.
Chenault.
Man,
get
Miles
me-
Gaskins has 6 targets but only 2 catches. That's so dumb. I needed 4.
Yeah. 2 out
God.
of 5, bro. All right. Next
Wah,
up,
wah.
we got the
Oh
Cowboys.
wait, what was the? What are we doing? Are we doing the Browns or are we doing?
Yeah,
We're
Browns
doing
-3.
Browns minus
yeah.
3. Yummy.
Rams -3. Perfect. We move on to the Dallas Cowboys visiting the New England Patriots. We've been talking about the Dallas Cowboys being a very strong home team. This is the first time that they go on the road in the last 3 weeks. Then again, it's not the hardest of opponents. with the New England Patriots. I think the Dallas Cowboys are gonna show up here once again, and the spread being -3.5 to me is Merry Christmas. So I will
Oh
take
wow,
Dallas
that is
Cowboys
nice. Yeah.
-3.5.
Just to cut in, we have someone on the chat asking fantasy advice. Do you guys want to quickly do that before we
Let's
get into the
go.
next
Oh,
one?
let's do it. Let's do
Ben
it.
asked Damian Harris, Mooney, Sterling Shepard, or St. Brown at the flex position. I'm gonna go
Is
with
that Amora?
Shepard. What's
Or
that?
would that be Amora or Economist? Because I know Economist got signed back for the Packers.
I
Yeah,
I'm
which
gonna
St.
assume
Brown?
it's
I think it's
Amora.
Saint.
I'll assume it's
Yeah,
Amora.
I would assume that as well. Seems
Amon Ra,
decent.
isn't that what it is?
Amon-Ra. Okay, whatever.
I would go with Sterling Shepard. If he is playing, he is basically the only target for the Giants today.
Is Tony not playing?
I don't know. He was questionable yesterday. I can quickly check. Even if he does play, though, I still think Sterling is the play out of all of those. I think the best.
Go for it, Seb.
Go ahead,
What would
Gabba.
you do?
Nah, you go, bro. You go, bro. You go. Although I think we might say the same thing.
Oh my goodness, that kick was insane. Wow. Sorry. I almost had
I'm
my heart
definitely
dropped.
behind you.
Wow. Okay, let's go because I still need 7 more yards from LaVisca. God damn. Anyways, I would actually go Darnell Mooney here. I think,
Oh.
with I don't know. I just don't trust the Rams defense. I know I said they weren't the best, but I just don't know what to expect. And I'm not gonna put Jalen Ramsey against Sterling Shepard.
Although he got
So I
torched
think
last week. He got torched by DK.
Did that
Metcalf
go
did.
in, that kick? Yo,
Yeah,
I'm just
it
sorry.
did go
I've
in.
just seen that kick's just come on for me.
Yeah, it did like
That's
a little.
wild. That was
It's like a
like
knuckleball,
5 yards
like-
off the post and
Yeah.
it came back in. What the hell? That's wild.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, I would go Darnell Mooney. I think Darnell Mooney is Justin Fields' like favorite receiver at this point. So Packers D is not the most ideal, I guess. I would stay away from Damian Harris until he proves me wrong.
Yeah, I
I've
would
been suffering too much from Damian Harris, so my mentality is like I'd be more upset if I start Harris and he flunks than if I bench him and he does well.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna bench him. And then between Mooney, Shepard, and St. Brown, I believe more in Darnell Mooney. So that's where I go. And so good luck.
I am actually. Well, I'm starting Almond Ross and Brown in one of our leagues.
Oh God. This guy
So
comes
I
to
now
fantasy
I'm.
advice, and we give him 3 different
Yeah,
answers.
yeah.
So he didn't help you at all. So
So yeah, absolutely no help whatsoever. I mean, of the 3, yeah, I mean, I have Damian Harris. I'm not starting him this week. I think Amon Ra is a bit of a sleeper. He seems to be another sort of favorable target for a quarterback. Big game last 2 weeks. He's had 2 fairly big games. 8 targets both games. So yeah, I would go with him. But yeah, that means absolutely no help for you, my friend. So sorry about that, man.
I mean, look, if you're looking at a flex position, I'm sure any of these will get you 10 points. I'm not like you can't
You're not
predict
yeah,
20
yeah, yeah.
bomber, 30 bomber from any of these guys. So pick your poison. Maybe just go for whoever's gameplay would be more affected. Like Damian Harris, the pitchers are probably going to be running or chasing the game, so they're going to be looking for the for the air game. So
Right, yeah.
probably not the best. But Chicago Giants and the Lions are all going to be probably behind, so they're all going
Got
to
to chase.
pass game. So
Yeah.
if it were up to me, I would go for the one that is supposedly the WR1 for the team, not coming back from an injury like Sterling Shepard, and not a mess in Detroit. So Darnell Mooney for me would be the safest.
Yeah, I can understand that as well. Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We were talking about Dallas Cowboys at New England. Like I said, for me it was
Dallas.
Christmas. Dallas Cowboys -3.5. Seb, what do you think?
Yeah, and that's very easy. Same here. I think that's really, really nice. Some of these lines this week we seem to either have very peculiar or just like gifts. And again, it makes me think: what do they know that we don't know?
They always
What
know
are we not seeing?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I take Cowboys on that.
yeah, I agree. Not much else to say. I mean, Patriots didn't look good.
Their
They
offense is-
struggled
yeah.
so much. They should have lost against the Texans. Should have really lost against the Texans, but pulled it out. But the gulf in talent between the Texans and the Cowboys is
Struggle with that.
ginormous. So definitely going with the Cowboys, yeah. Unless they do an absolute fuck up and they lose, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't see it.
Perfect. Let's go with the Cowboys then. Moving on to the next
Boys.
425 game, we got the Raiders visiting the Denver Broncos.
This is gonna be the difficult
Raiders
one.
are +5.
Yeah.
Really?
I
I think
it is.
I'll stick. I mean,
What's
actually, it's funny
the
though.
spread? What's the spread?
+5 for the Raiders, so -5 for the Broncos. Broncos are favorites. This is funny though, because these are two teams that I have been saying how overrated they are. So I guess it's two overrated teams going against each other. Which one's the most overrated team? I still think the Broncos are the most overrated team, with Drew Lock especially. Wait, no, it's not Drew
No,
Lock.
it's Teddy.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Teddy.
I don't know. I still think neither of these teams are as good as the record show or whatever, but I still think the Raiders are the better team. This division game, I think the Raiders are gonna come out swinging. I think Darren Waller is gonna feast today, and with +5, I'm taking the Raiders. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, this is a difficult one because on the face of it, the Raiders, I think, are clearly the better team, but because of all the off the field issues they have, they no longer have their coach. Their offensive line is completely depleted.
Forgot.
It's a situation where it's not really football related, it's off the field related, and I don't know how what the reaction is going to be. So that's why I'm worried. I think that's why the line has moved significantly towards the Broncos being the favorite. But again, if I'm looking at pure talent, you got to go the Raiders. I think Raiders +5.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think I selected Broncos in my pick. I do sort of think because of the craziness happening with the Raiders, you could either see it going sort of one or two ways. Either it does become just absolute chaos and it's just a bit of a mess, or you could see them sort of banding together to go against the mess or whatever. I believe in Teddy. I think he has got enough. I mean, you two have gone Raiders anyway, so we're gonna overall have our pick as the Raiders. But I still think the Broncos are gonna pull that one up.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not betting on this.
Well,
I wouldn't actually bet on this.
I think I told you guys this earlier. Like, I was so conflicted with this game that I put the Raiders +14.5 alternate spread. So, that's how little
Just in
faith I
case.
have on the spread at the moment. I mean, by 2 touchdowns, surely. I don't think the Broncos have won by 2 touchdowns this season. I could be wrong on that, but I have a feeling I haven't really seen them like absolutely torch anyone half decent. So please, for the love of God, do not screw me here, Raiders. So just win by you can lose, but just don't lose by more than 2 touchdowns. That's all.
All right, well, sticking to the Raiders, I guess, +5.
Yeah.
Moving on to Sunday night football game. On paper, this is a great game. I don't know what to expect with these two quarterbacks going up against each other. I'm expecting hopefully a nice running game.
What's the game for the people? Yeah, I was going to say yeah.
Seahawks at Pittsburgh. Seahawks at +5. And Steelers -5. We'll start with the Steelers fanboy. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Steelers. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Steelers close it out just on the basis of there's no Russell Wilson, there's no Chris Carson. The running game for Seattle will go through Alex Collins most likely, but the Pittsburgh Steelers are the number 4 run defense in the league. Seattle's very easy to score against in the air, and I think the Steelers have the weapons in the air to absolutely obliterate them. It all comes down to what version of Big Ben are we going to see. I say this every week. Last week, it was a very, very good version of Big Ben. Previous weeks has been absolutely dog shit. So I'm going to put my faith. It's literally tossing a coin. I hope it lands on heads that Ben is going to be good. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. I just don't think Geno Smith is that good. He hasn't had any playing time recently, apart from the last 10 minutes of that game, and he threw an interception in that game anyway. So not much better than Big Ben, to be honest with you. So Yeah, I'm gonna go with the tried and tested Big Ben and the Steelers defense. Take the Steelers -5.
Tebo.
Yeah, I agree. I just think from this you mentioned the perspective of the quarterbacks. Although Ben is old and fat now, I haven't seen enough of Geno Smith to really
Yeah.
put faith in him.
Yeah.
They do rely the Seahawks a lot on Russell Wilson scrambling around and doing some crazy play for them.
Yeah.
And without that, I think they're really going to struggle, especially when they don't have that release valve of Chris Carson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I go with Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Seahawks also have to go through the air to win this game, whereas the Seahawks have to go through the air to win this game. The Steelers don't. They have Najee Harris, who can absolutely light up the line. They have Chase Claypool. They have Deontay Johnson. They have Pat Fryermouth. They have so many weapons to use.
It's got weapons. Yeah.
It's just whether they can execute that. Whereas the Seahawks, it's very much DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Can you get this out of the bag for us? And is Geno Smith able to get it to them? Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
No, I agree. I think the Steelers are gonna take an easy win here, so -5. I'll take that all the way. Najee Harris is gonna feast. Hopefully, gonna have a good game for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep it at the.
He must be top 5 running back now, fantasy wise.
Oh my god, the Miami Dolphins are so stupid. What was that?
Yeah, they're dumb.
What was that? Why would you go for a 4th down in your own territory? What? That is the dumbest thing ever. What the
It wasn't even
hell?
close to get
And
through.
the Jags
I think it was
have all
Gaskin
3
again,
timeouts. They have 1 timeout. They can literally, the Jags can just run the ball to run this clock out and take a field goal if they really wanted.
Yeah.
Holy
please
crap.
tell them to just pass it to Chenault, please.
Oh well, they just got a penalty, so that's not a good start. So it's 1st and 15.
That's a big start from the Jags there.
Yeah, it is.
Although they need to, I mean, they're all, again, I'm slightly behind you. They've all gone to celebrate with the fans. I think they need to actually get down the field first.
Well, like I
Celebrate
said,
too much.
I said to you guys earlier, they only scored 1 field goal this whole season.
Yeah.
And it's been in this
I
game,
would've
so I
celebrated.
wouldn't really want them to be like kicking a field goal in the last minute, although it gets
Yeah.
to overtime. But yeah, I wouldn't be celebrating either. There's still a lot of
Not
time on the
just
clock.
yet.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, in the case that we don't stream tomorrow, let's just revisit. Let's just
Yeah,
not
it's a big
revisit. Let's
game.
just visit.
Huge game. Game of the week.
Quick game. Buffalo Bills against the Titans. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence did not do anything there. Buffalo Bills -5.5 at Tennessee.
Five
plus
and a half, did you say?
Yeah, 5.5.
Yeah.
This is a tough one though, because we were talking about the Bills, and the reason why we didn't put them all the way up, even though they've been scoring like 120 points in the last 3 games, is because they haven't really had a
Opposition.
big competing,
Yep.
team. This is not at home. Titans have AJ Brown and Julio Jones back. I'm not gonna start this one. Seb, what do you think?
So was that you jumping out, making me make the decision first?
Yeah.
I think the Bills train keeps on chugging down the track. I don't know what that was. Yeah, I just think they look. I was most impressed by the defense the other night. Like I thought they were so good.
Yeah.
I think Josh Allen looks incredible. I don't think Stephon Diggs has really even done very much yet this season. I think he's yet to hit another level yet this season. I know they haven't really got the running game, but I just think they're better on both sides of the ball at the minute. So I would go Bills. I think they can win by a touchdown.
Yeah. This is a difficult one because it's really which Tennessee are we going to see, which Titans are we going to see. They really need to get Julio Jones and AJ Brown involved. They cannot rely on Derrick Henry. But like you said, it's weird that the Buffalo Bills are so good without a run game. Like the run game is just so bad. If they got
it's non-existent.
If they had like a half decent running back, I think they'd be.
It'd be over for the league, bro.
Yeah, it would be incredible. But
them and Bucks, yeah.
They just don't. I think you got to go Bills because Tennessee Titans did lose against the Jets, and their defense is not good. They've got 27 players out. I believe someone said at some point 27 players on IR.
Really?
Or out injured.
Jeez.
So
that's
yeah,
wild.
it's not looking good for them. On that basis, that the Buffalo Bills have only lost against the Steelers week 1, whereas the Titans have really struggled of late. I'm gonna go Bills -5.5.
I don't know. Seb, what did you say? Bills? Okay, so
I
it
said
really doesn't
I
matter
said
what
Bills
I
as well.
say.
Yeah.
Really doesn't matter what I say, but I'll probably stay away from this game just because it's Monday night games.
Oh yeah,
Anything could happen during during these games. And I do think that the spread is a little generous on the Titans, given the past performances.
Yeah.
And I do think the Titans come out not necessarily swinging. I think it's going to be a super close game. So the fact that it's a close game, I'll take the Titans +5.5. But again, I'm not gonna put anything on it. Finally, I started the week well. I got my first bet on the way. Levishka
Which one?
got his
Got it.
casting.
Did he get it?
So
Ah,
yeah,
nice, nice,
so
nice.
I
How much did you
had
win?
Congrats.
where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
At least one of us won a bet this week.
Yeah.
Well, I need to quickly put the winnings in.
You got 12 minutes. That's why I hate these UK games, because if you put a bet on, it might run over to the 1 p.m.s. So I don't know if it will cash until the game's over, and if it goes to overtime, you might be a bit screwed. That's how mine used to work. It would be like,
Sure, really? Is that how they do it? Oh
yeah,
man, that's savage.
They wait until, because it's possible that Chenault can get minus yards. So
But was it yards or receptions for Chenault?
Oh, Chanel just got another one. So
yeah,
wait, how
19
many?
yards.
I may have not won after all. How much does James Robinson have? I thought
Chenault
I had
just
How
got
much-
19 yards, bro.
No. James Robinson.
James Robinson has.
How many total yards does he have receiving and rushing?
Trying to find it, but it's not letting me freaking.
Please.
James Robinson has
okay.
70. Oh yeah, he's got 101. Yeah.
Okay, good. So it was 94.5. Cool.
Man, the Jags
All right,
really
so
gonna
Jags-
win their
Yo,
first
the
game,
Jags-
bro.
They got it. Oh my god, they got the first.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's 1 second on the clock. 1 second, and it's gonna be
So
like
okay, I won't say anything about the kick. Let's not say anything about the kick for Seb.
Okay.
Nah, that's all right. Just celebrate or commiserate or whatever. It's gonna come to me in a second. So you know, did they
Let's
miss
go
it?
Jags!
They won.
Oh, did it?
Let's go Jags! But I don't think I won the spread though. That's my bet was on the spread.
Is that
Yeah, they would. Were Jags favorite in this game? There's no way the Jags were favorites in this game. It would have been Miami.
Oh yeah, you're right. Plus I put in money
Yeah.
line, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good. Let's go, baby!
Yeah.
All right.
stuff.
Okay,
So
so
how much did you actually win? Yeah.
Because so I got a free $10 bet, so I was like, okay, let's just start something, nice and easy, and then make the earnings. So I got out of the $10, I got 36, but because it's a free bet, I get -10. So I just cashed out with 26.
Nice.
Not bad.
And
Take
now I
it,
need
take
to-
it, and you move on, and you put it on something else.
Yeah, and now I need to find a team to do it with. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on what we just said about the spreads real quick. I'm gonna put a $1 bet for what we did.
Yeah, I think I might as well. You know.
Do you want to hear my 11-fold $5,000 bet?
Yeah, maybe I'll put that on as well. Why not?
I'm gonna put Chargers
Why the heck
+5 against Baltimore Ravens. Green Bay Packers money line.
Hang on.
Bengals.
Wait.
Are you actually copying it? No, don't copy it, because then I'll get screwed on like one thing
Because then you won't win.
Yeah, bro. Bengals money line.
I know. I won't.
Texans +20.5. The Rams +2.5. I don't know why I put 2.5. This is why I put +2.5, because on my sportsbook, putting +2.5 gave me better odds than putting the money line. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know what was wrong. It was 1.29 money line, but 1.33 +2.5. So I put +2.5, obviously. Kansas City Chiefs money line. Vikings money line. Cleveland Browns +4. Vegas +14.5. Cowboys money line. Steelers money line. The only ones I'm really concerned about are Steelers, Texans, Bengals, Packers.
So like a third of them.
Well, that's the thing though. Is like I don't get good odds unless I take some risk. because then it would just
Yeah,
be like
yeah,
1.29, 1.29, 1.33, blah blah blah. Like the riskiest one actually I have put on in terms of odds is the Vikings, 1.73. But I feel as though Bengals, I mean the Chargers as well. There's a lot of games that are very iffy in this. Very iffy. Like a lot needs to go right for me to win this. But at the same time, it is what it is. I get close. I'm one away every week, so we'll figure out who is the one that screws me in the ass this week. So I look forward to it. But yeah.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little look and see what I'm gonna put on now.
Alrighty.
See what I can find.
Game's starting in 8 minutes, so you better be quick.
Yeah, I need to. I need to be.
I hate it when the game. I wait until we finish like streaming, and I have like 2 minutes to put it on, and everything goes suspended because the games have kicked off, and it's like really hard to get them all online not to be suspended together because something happens in each game. So, yeah, I did it before we came on because I was so sick of it. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should we wrap it
All
up,
right.
boys?
All right. I think we should.
Yep.
All right, let's wrap it up then.
Let's
We
do
got all
that,
the
Go watch some football.
the picks there.
Yeah, let's go
And
watch
just
some
watch
goddamn
some
football.
Yep.
All right, ladies and gents, thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what we did here. Last week we got 14 out of 16 on this. So guys, we are good at this.
We're not too bad. Yeah, we're not too
We're
bad.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully, I mean, sadly we didn't put any bet on that, but anyway, hopefully we do as well, if not better. Maybe we get a perfect week. Imagine. That'd be great.
That'd be nice.
If we
wouldn't it?
did that,
So-
we'd be very rich.
Uh,
It'd be like 250K.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for joining. Wish you guys good Sunday night. Best of luck with your fantasy, and we'll see each other next Thursday. If not, we'll have some EPL talks during the week.
Tuesday.
So anyway, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for cheering us on, and thank you guys for being here. Peace out.
Peace.